Hello. Today we're going to be learning about how to give feedback to students on their work if you have assigned them a interactive notebook through Google Slides or any other Google document. So as you may know, feedback is one of the most important things that educators can do to help students find their errors and fix those errors in order to succeed and be more engaged and do better in their classes. So in the online world, giving feedback is a lot different than it is when we are with students or giving feedback to students on let's say, a paper assignment. But in some ways, I feel that it's actually easier to give feedback in the online environment than it is uh, on paper assignments. So what I'm going to do here is I have an interactive notebook that I made opened here. And you can do this type of feedback in any type of Google document, whether it's Google Slides or a Google document, Google assignment that you have created for those students. So I'm just to go to one of my pages here within my interactive notebook. And let's say I am grading this page for a student. Let's say they've dragged and dropped these answers here and labeled this picture. So I'm just going to take a quick minute here to label this picture here. So let's say this is how the student has labeled this picture. So one way to give feedback to students on a page like this within a Google slide is to come up here in the corner and click this little comment button. You'll see a little drop-down option opens up, and you can just go ahead and click this add comment button. And so you can just give a general comment for the whole page and say you got 5 out of 6 points or 4 out of 6 points. And you can explain to them what they got wrong. Or another nice thing about using the comments option is you can actually select specific things. So let's say I want to just tell them, hey, you got everything right except for these two. I can make a comment just on those two, and you can see, let's say I'm typing my comment in here. You can see that it actually highlights and it tells you, if you click on them, it shows that that comment is associated with those options. I'm actually going to just put all this back. So that is one of the easiest ways to give feedback within any type of Google assignment. And like I said, you can do it on the entire page and comment on the entire page in order to generalize it, or you can click on specific text. And you can even highlight specific words and say to your student that you got part of this right, here's what you could work on here. Another nice feature about giving feedback in the online and blended environments is you can even insert your Bitmojis in order to make it a little bit more fun and make your comments a little bit more personalized for your students. So you can see up here on my browser, I have the Bitmoji extension already installed on my browser here. So I would just click my Bitmoji extension, and I'm already logged in. So you can see all my Bitmojis are here, and I could, let's say, type in the word great work. Let's say I want to use this one. So what I would do is I would right click, select copy image, come back into my notebook, and I could either right click and press paste, or I can do Control V or Command V if I'm on an Apple. And I will paste my Bitmoji in there, and I can make it larger, move it around so that my students will see this comment I have made on their page. If you're not sure how to get the Bitmoji extension, it's actually pretty easy. All you have to do, the easiest way to do it is to open up a new tab, and within a Google search, you can type in Google extensions. And so you can come to here. You can even see here I've recently searched for Bitmoji Google extensions. So you can come to the Chrome Web Store here. You can search the store for Bitmoji. you will click Bitmoji, and you can see here I have already added it, so my only option is to remove from Chrome. But if you wanted to install it, it would say add to Chrome. And then as soon as it added the extension to your browser, you would be able to then, it would take you immediately to log into Bitmoji using either your email and password that you have used or the Snapchat account that is associated with your Bitmoji. And one last thing, you see here that I have pinned the Bitmoji extension to my taskbar here. So if you want to do that, you just have to click on the extensions option here, and you'll see all the extensions that have been downloaded to your browser, and you will just click the pin button here so you can pin it and unpin it, and you can see that these extensions then pop up at the top. Well, that is how you can give feedback to your students using using comments within Google Assignments and using Bitmoji emoticons. Thank you so much. I hope you learned some fun ways to give students feedback, and I hope you have a great day.